what's up? Well, I'm gonna show you my homemade bongs I made. Hope you can make it, because I'm explaining it right now, and if you don't have some of the parts, well, be creative, find some parts, that you don't have. But, okay, I'm gonna start. This is Smocker's jar. Right here. Let me start off with this. It's a mechanical pencil, like one of these. You just empty the guts out, metallic, all the lead and shit, like an eraser. You just left with the plastic tubing, and that's basically it. You have your down stem. Next would be, let me take this out real quick. You have this, so it's basically like one of these, and you just take all the shit out, and you're left with the down stem. Fuck. You're left with the down stem. So that fits through the hole, I just put it through the hole. This is like a grip, like for pencils and shit. You just get one. Make sure you have a lot, I don't know, just saying. You have one, okay. Make sure it fits tightly with this. So there's no leaks. You can't move it around, like up and down like this. Make sure it's snug. That's why, I took a cap, like any pen cap, and I chopped it off. I had to, because it wouldn't, fit through here. Since this is wider, it fit perfectly, so I was good. And I had this, so I would, push it through here. Well, I don't suggest pushing through there, but, I put this rubber, push it through here, you have that, wet this a little bit, and, push it through. And make sure it goes halfway where the rubber is, because you need space for your bowl. So it's done, it's sealed, no leaks, and if there is, go around with it with silicone. You don't want to use hot glue guns, because it'll just melt because of the heat from the bowl when you light it, whatever, Glue gun bad, silicone, you want to go there. Okay, so you have different bowls here, and you're wondering where I get these. My brother owns a car shop, and I just took these because they were the shape I needed for bowls. And if you don't, try to find something around your house, like for tools. If you have a toolbox, you can just go and look around and find perfect bowl sizes, and you'll be good. And since this is grip, it'll, you have a certain amount of space, so it's tight for your bowl. You don't want nothing too thin, because then it'll be leaks. So you want some thick, like this, because this is pretty thin. You can just fit that in there, and it'll be good, no leaks, and it'll move around, but there's no problem. At least it's sealed. This rubber it actually works pretty good with heat, because even though the metal gets hot, this rubber works pretty well. And if it doesn't for you, and if it starts to melt a little bit and your bowl starts to slide off, try to find something better other than the grip. And if you can't, well, I don't know. I haven't been in that situation yet. But if that ever happened, I would probably have that on and just seal it with silicone, and I would just leave it like that. For me, I just can't do that, because the stuff I have, you just have varieties. Well, I have that, and this. It's another card, I don't know what the hell it is. I just found it was perfect. Tube. You could just, if you don't have a tube, you can find a wire, like one of these wires. something that you don't use or anyone uses. Find a wire, cut it, and empty all the guts inside the wire. So it's just a rubber tubing, so it's, you know, hollow, and you'll be good. But since in this case you don't have this metal piece, you can just take the rubber, put it through the hole, and I doubt that it'll be tight, but it mostly wouldn't be. But if it isn't, you know, well, if it isn't, just put it through there, put silicone over it, leave it there for a day. Next day it'll be perfect. You'll be good. And you know, there you go. You would have this, right? And you know, there you go. Oh, this is where I, you know, fill up my water. I just put white out on it, wrote blue only, because the blue line is where I just fill up the water. Seal this. Smucker's jar has an awesome seal, no leaks. So just tighten that, make sure it's nice and snug. You know, load up any size bowl you want, depends what you have. You have dank weed, you want to put a lot, well, fucking put a big ass bowl on it. No worries, just, you know, put that shit in. You can even use a real bowl if you want to. If you have some other bowls that broke or something, I don't know. You can actually put that through that, it'll fit, you know. But since I don't, because my bong's fucking broke, I had to, you know, use this to get something cheap. Plus it works, so I'm saving money. So you're good. And my first bong that I made was this. It's plastic. I know I said avoid plastic, but this one's like pretty hard. It's from a sanitizer bottle. You know, I squeeze it. It's pretty thin. But the weak plastic, like water bottles, like, they suck. You don't want that. What this was, this cap, it looked like shampoo top. The cap, you know how you push through and the little top comes up, and you can just squeeze. You know, I had that. I just popped the top out, and there was 2 holes, and I widened one of the holes so a pen can fit through it, and I can attach this metal piece, like screw on into this. But as you can see, you know, you'd be like, what the fuck? This doesn't fit into that because it's too small, right? Well, I said, well, I just took a lighter, put it through it, put it under it. It'll start to melt. Not so much it'll be on fire, but, you know, melt. And I will spin it so it'll start to form, and I will get something thick, like the pencil or something. And I would push it through, and, you know, widen it, you know, work it so it's the size of the bowl. It'd do very slow though. It's very time consuming, but if you have patience, you'll get it. And you'll push that pen through, and it'll just stay as a metal piece. That's if you don't have this. If you don't, you can just grab the same pen and, you know, use tin foil if you want. Try to avoid using tin foil, but, you know, you don't want tin foil. If you can make it work with tin foil because you don't have any other pieces, then that's fine. It can be temporary, but you don't want that. Well, I had that on top, and I had this little hollow piece attached to it because it's screwed in. It was good, you know, tube. You know, I put that through one of the holes. Here's my hollow pen. You know, the casing that it was holding, whatever. I just put that through it. This metal piece, wiring, don't even worry about it. I was being stupid. Don't even ask what it is. You know, I just had that, sealed it, put the rubber tubing in it, put the pencil through it, put the bowl, and you might think, well, what about the seal? You know, well, I just put silicone through it and it worked fine. I mean, there's no leaks or anything. I just screw it, suck, and you're good. Well, that was my creations for bongs. See ya.